So we had asparagus, we got turmeric, pepper, sauce with honey, get some rice vinegar in there. This is chicken with turmeric and flour, gluten-free of course, and salt on there. Cook this for 2 or 3 minutes to the side. Not sure how I'm supposed to flip them. So, it's dinner. It's getting there. It's hard to sleep with this going on. I want them to get... The big one keeps going near me. I think she's just happy, Moxie, that she has a friend that plays with her. Ferocious doggy. She's trying to get the birdies. Good time to sniff some butts. One thing you don't see often, it's snowing and sunny. You can see the snowflakes. Yep, there's a couple go by. Anyhow, it's cold as fuck out, so that's why we didn't do concrete yesterday. Maybe tomorrow. Rain and cold. That's all I'm getting. Rain and cold. As they say, release the hounds.
It's the doggies! Who's the doggies? It's the mommy's doggies? Mommy's doggies? Where's my doggies?
Release the hounds. I've been an hour and a half before he goes somewhere, so I'm gonna blow all this crap out into the driveway and blow it back all up to about there. Let's get this done. It annoys the hell out of me. More leavages than I thought it would be. But we got to do this before wall black blows over. Next section. Christ, a lot of leaves here. This is stuff I mostly blew over already. I'm thinking about just picking this up, put it in the compost pile. There's a lot here. That's 2 inches thick. If I'd done this stuff, well, I did do this stuff all. I don't know, it's a lot of leaves lately. They are not happy with me. Well, I gotta admit, that's the first for me to shovel leaves, but it actually worked pretty well. So now we gotta get rid of it. I think that looks better. One of my goals this year is to move those bricks to some other place. Either use them or make a walkway in the backyard. So now you can see most of the flowers. They were poking up through the leaves. Then I did this as a bonus one. This one I did blow back, so I just, but at least I got the chunks out. It might rain. It looks like it might rain. It looks cloudy as fuck. So anyhow, we're gonna go to the Hiram College bookstore sale where I buy way too many CDs that I'll never listen to. So that's a plan. This is just a clusterfuck to try and get out. I don't want to pop those off. So got the power washer out, and You know, I scrubbed this with bleach twice and a scrub brush, and it still ended up looking better, but it was that. So the power washer is definitely the thing here. Part of the problem is this has grain to it, and the power washer gets in there. So yeah, so jackhammer. She's electric. You can hold her sideways with the handle there, or you can hold it vertical. It's got a bit. It's supposed to have two. Bought it used for 200. They're new. They're 400. Rentals $2 and a quarter. Hey, for a day. Some of the concrete I need to deal with is the first year we had this, so 2009 rather, this cracked. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna break that out, pour a new section there, but then I'm gonna lift this section. I'm gonna have to cut this and raise this up in this section, and this section. This is separate from that. So once I cut this, these two will be separate. And then over here, I think I could just raise this, but you can see how it's low. What has happened is, and the people building it should have realized this. There was a clay pipeline here, and it's been draining. I don't know where, but this whole area is sunken down. So I just need to fill it back with dirt. And I don't know if you can tell, it's not even level that way. Let me take my new German level out. So that is definitely not level. Now that is not level, but this originally was supposed to drain this way. So not only is it not flat, not draining that way, it's completely the opposite way. What triggered this? Well, they were on sale, so they were $300, and I'm looking at them, and I'm like, well, what if I just bought a used one? And I found that one. He wanted $250, and I asked him if he wanted to take two, and he said yes. There was a lot of drama getting it, but that's a whole nother story for another day. They're not doing well on the leashes. Part of the problem here is my design. I got two leashes on one. She's leash stupid, and she's even dumber than leash stupid. I think she thought I was going to take her for a walk when I put it on her. So they were getting intertwined. So I gotta watch that. We'll go ahead and finish power wash this. This thing was covered in mud, like clay mud. Not that it needs to be clean, but I want to store it inside the house. It looked nasty. So we'll finish this up. A quick repair on this. I used that little plastic gun I have for putting in metal inserts over there. Probably other sides will break. But, it was kind of fun. This is one piece. Kid's gonna take this today. Closer at this, I pushed this back, but this was shoved all the way in, and this was slid over, so this whole thing was broken in this area. So I pushed it back and pounded the inside back in. Take the piece that broke it off out of there. So this whole thing right here is all cracked. So we're gonna use our nifty tool and piece that back together. And as long as I'll bash this, like whatever the hell he did, it should hold pretty well. Okay, procrastination is in high force here. I was gonna pull a gas line or blow all the leaves into the woods. Guess which I did. Where's migrated? Shit. In the rain today. Kind of like that house. We're up on the hill in Akron. There's a sale down here. A lot of people there. That's great. No, it's a haunted house. Smaller areas, but I like it. And it's got the star. I think it's the Star of Akron. No, Bethlehem. Something. What evil lurks underneath the porch? We shall find it. Buttons. It's a neat little room here, a little bedroom. 2 windows. And then the stairways are in the middle. I don't know what that is, closet. Another bedroom. Found all the crayons. You can sew in here. This porch here. I think that's the bathroom. Another bedroom. And another bedroom. And then the stairs going down the stairs. Fireplace. Nice. A fan. Pants. I like the fireplace. It's got the helator, so it's like a fake fireplace. And there you got the garage out there. Shallow closet. I think that was an add-on. Room. The coffer ceilings. Nice built-in here. These used to have doors. We got the kitchen back there. The living room. Looks like they had wallpaper in here at one point. Nice built-ins. Nice furnace. And newer garage. Good size room. Nice and squeaky. Ooh, little tiny oak pieces. Nice. See, I don't know what was over there. I got the coffered ceiling. That's part of the I Promise. From our famous basketball player. Obviously brand new. I have not seen that yet. I think Joe's been there. So the school's around here someplace. I think it's down that way. We're headed towards the valley, which you probably can't see. It's definitely a rainy day. Somebody likes Snoopy and Charlie Brown. That's all Charlie Brown peanuts. This entire table is Charlie Brown peanuts. And there's even more. And then over here, Dennis the Menace, and little like comic books, Golden Comics. She's riding low because she's got just a little bit of marble in her, just a little bit, or granite, just a little bit. It's a big deal. I forgot to bring my telehandler or bobcat with forks, so we're gonna have to unload this. I'm gonna slide it off onto that wheelbarrow with a blanket on top, then wheel it over, then slide it down. Fortunately, it's a downwards dog, not an upwards dog. I should have videotaped when he was putting this in, because he get it in there and then he kept lowering it, and the forks kept lowering with the truck. It went down about 3 inches. And normally this truck is pointed up in the air, not down. It doesn't look like it's ready yet, but I assure you, it came down 3. One off. $5, say I drop it between here and there. Maybe I can rotate. I put some 2x6s underneath there to give it a little more platform, so it's not just, you know, from here to here. I don't know if that's gonna make a difference. I will be hurting for at least today, but she's over here. So they're on the finish side to the finish side. They're 4 feet, and then a couple of them are almost 3 feet. So I don't know what we got here. I'm hoping my pole doesn't go over. I think I'd put cement on that. I wanted to keep them in a way that I could easily access them, hence the wood underneath. And when I'm ready to cut them, I'll probably put a tarp over it. I got to put a tarp over that. I should have put a tarp over that for the winter. I think it survived, but at some point, you know, water gets in the cracks and then it freezes. I don't think I can do anything this week because of the weather. Maybe next week. I'm gonna put my level out here and figure out how much I'm gonna have to take out with the concrete. The jackhammer won't help. As part of the deal though, this is $15, so, and I would have charged $1,000 to move it. These are fittings for the pipe you put underground, and that T right there is gonna go somewhere in there, providing a T up so I can put in a drain line as well as another surface drain for the water that's going to come off there. I don't think I need any of these right now, but eventually I may tie that gutter in or tie that gutter into the other. So this will be handy. I'm going to let them, you know, kind of clean for a few days in the rain. If it rains and it snows or whatever, this box is pretty much headed anyhow. So yeah. Came with some free dirt. That's great. I need a nap. So the big puppy and I went garage sailing, estate sailing. So we got this. So I'm going to hang that up for her. I'm going to give that to her for her birthday. And other things. Silicone spray. This is always good. Silicone's good because unlike WD-40, it doesn't tend to leave to attract dust like WD-40 does. This is for the new puppy, obviously a bull. This is a lamb's wool pad for polishing one's car. I have an orbital sander. I don't know what this is. So it's got measurements, so it's like 1 inch from here to there, and then 2, 3, 4, and then it's got this angle piece. Then on the other side it has angles, like that's 30 degrees, 15. So I'm going to clean it up. I have a feeling this is only part of it, but we'll do a Google search on it. Then I got a bunch of CDs. I don't think I have these Telarcs. This one's still in the plastic, so that's good. Didn't actually think I have the Billy Joel Not on Curtain. Some jazz, Eric Clapton, some more jazz. I think I paid $10 for this and that. Then this, I think, I'm not sure if I'm going to use this probably to hold dog treats. Because, dogs like a little fancy. They wanted $20. I said, hey, how about $15 for all the CDs in this? And then inside of here is a teacher's apple thing. Teacher's apple thing. This isn't cut crystal, but it is heavy. It is crystal. It's got a nice top to it. Yeah, it's got a nice cut look to it. Again, it might be cut. I don't know. And this guy will definitely give Joe. It's kind of cool because it's got a big hole in it. The apple with the little bubbles, and then oh boy, that sticker really shows up on there. How many stickers are on here? So anyhow, so not a lot, but it was kind of a good trip. Yep. Anyhow. It was quite a relief to get that out of the truck and over there. My neighbor helped me for the last 5 days.